Ever scroll through Airbnb and wonder why some places just, I don't know, pop? Especially in really popular spots.
Yeah, those ones that just grab your attention immediately.
Exactly. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into that, focusing specifically on Kavala in Greece.
Ah, Kavala, great choice. It's got that mix of sea, city, history. Really draws people in.
It really does. We found this fascinating source all about Airbnb management there. And what's weird is Kavala's buzzing, thousands of travelers, but a lot of listings, they're kind of underperforming. Makes you wonder, why is that happening when the demand is clearly there?
Right. And what this source highlights is that it often comes down to these, well, critical mistakes homeowners are making, things that aren't always obvious.
Okay.
So our mission for you today, listening in, is basically to uncover these common traps and see how the pros approach it differently. Think of it as a shortcut to getting smart about short-term rentals.
Okay, I like shortcut. So let's start with the listing itself. We hear optimization thrown around a lot.
I do.
But what does that really mean beyond just, decent photos? How does a truly optimized listing feel different?
That's a great question, because it's not just marketing fluff.
Yeah.
Think of your listing less like a static brochure and more like, well, like it's alive, constantly competing within Airbnb's system.
Okay.
A lot of hosts, maybe they spend 5 minutes writing a description, use really generic phrases, forget to tag all the amenities, or worse, upload kind of blurry, dark photos taken on their phone.
Uh-oh. I've seen those.
We all have. And see, a bad photo or, say, being slow to respond to a message, it's not just a small issue. It's like a signal to the Airbnb algorithm telling it to, well, hide your property.
Hide it. Really?
Yeah. We're talking maybe a 20-30% drop in visibility.
Yeah.
Just for things that seem minor. That's basically leaving money on the table. You know, you can almost hear the crickets on those listings.
Wow. Okay, so visibility is key. And I guess tied to that is pricing. I imagine some hosts just set a price and forget it, maybe thinking it's simpler, or guests like stability.
That's a really common one, yeah. In Kavala and honestly everywhere. Charging the exact same rate every single day all year.
What's the harm? Seems easy.
The harm is that simplicity has a huge hidden cost. You leave so much money on the table during peak times, holidays, festivals, whatever, because your price too low. And then during the slow season, your price is too high, so you scare potential guests away who are looking for a deal. Smart pricing has to adapt, like daily, based on competitors, local events, booking patterns.
Right, needs to be dynamic.
Exactly. Without that flexibility, you just end up with these expensive, empty nights on your calendar, gaps you can't fill.
Okay, so optimizing the listing gets you seen, smart pricing gets you booked. But what about the actual stay? Cleaning seems like a big one.
Huge. And often underestimated.
Our source mentioned many homeowners just use a local cleaner who, does the basics.
Right, the basics. But guests today, their standards are high. They absolutely notice things like a stray hair in the bathroom, fingerprints on a glass table, dust on shelves.
Yeah, those little things can feel icky.
Totally. And that smudged mirror, it's not just a smudged mirror. It could be the difference between getting a 4.9 star average and maybe a 4.5.
And that affects your ranking, right?
You got it. It can silently push you down in the search results. Fewer people see you, fewer bookings. It's a ripple effect, all financial, but often hidden.
It really hammers home how much hosting has changed. It's not just renting out a spare room anymore, is it?
Not at all. It's a full-on hospitality business, whether owners realize it or not. And another thing that quietly kills performance, communication.
Ah, yes. Responding quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Delaying responses to questions before booking, that can drop your ranking. Travelers, especially when they're comparing places, they expect answers almost instantly.
Impatient world.
It is. And even after they book, how you handle check-in instructions or maybe check-in during their stay, it all feeds into whether they leave that glowing 5-star review. It's about building trust right from the first click.
Okay, so if we sort of tie all these threads together, listing, pricing, cleaning, communication.
The core message seems to be that guests today just expect a professional experience. Fast replies, hotel-level cleanliness, smart pricing.
Yeah.
It's way beyond just having a basically clean house.
That's exactly. Hosting has evolved so much, even just compared to 5 years ago.
So understanding these common mistakes, the static pricing, the basic clean, the slow replies, and embracing consistent measured management, that's the path.
That's the key. From tweaking prices daily to professional cleaning standards and being super responsive, it's how you seriously increase your income and honestly protect your property investment too. It's about being proactive, being strategic.
Right. So thinking about this, if the secret sauce in short-term rentals is this constant attention, this adaptation, it makes you wonder, what small, maybe seemingly tiny detail in your own life or work could you start measuring, maybe optimizing daily to see a really dramatic improvement?
Yeah.
Something to think about how this deep dive into Airbnb might apply much more broadly.